Before kings and battles, David was only a shepherd boy. Yet God often begins the greatest stories in the quietest places. In quiet Bethlehem hills, young shepherd David tends sheep faithfully. Unaware, the humble boy chosen by God will soon change history forever. Prophet Samuel searches Jesse's sons for Israel's next king, yet God rejects proud warriors, whispering another unexpected choice waits nearby. The forgotten shepherd arrives dusty and humble. God speaks softly to Samuel. This unlikely boy carries a destiny greater than kings. Before stunned brothers, Samuel anoints David with sacred oil. Heaven marks the shepherd boy as Israel's future king. Alone among predators, David protects his flock. Faith grows stronger than fear as courage shapes the shepherd into a warrior. A giant named Goliath mocks Israel daily. Armies tremble while faith waits quietly inside a young shepherd. Sent with bread for soldiers, David hears the giant's insults and wonders why no one trusts God enough to fight. The shepherd declares boldly, "God rescued me from lions and bears. The same God will defeat this giant today." Rejecting heavy armor, David gathers 5 smooth stones. Faith weighs less than bronze, yet carries unstoppable power. A boy with a sling faces a towering warrior. The battlefield pauses, watching courage confront impossible odds. David releases the stone. Guided by faith, the tiny projectile flies true toward the forehead of Israel's terrifying enemy. The giant crashes to the ground. One fearless act proves faith can topple mountains and rewrite the fate of nations. Israel erupts with joy. The shepherd who trusted God becomes a national hero overnight. But victory awakens jealousy. King Saul fears the young hero whose destiny shines brighter every passing day. Consumed by fear, Saul throws his spear. David narrowly escapes, beginning years of dangerous exile. Though hunted like an outlaw, David refuses revenge. His faith remains loyal even toward the king pursuing his life. David spares Saul's life, proving true kingship begins with mercy, humility, and obedience to God's greater justice. Years pass in hardship, yet destiny approaches steadily like sunrise over the desert horizon. When Saul finally falls in battle, David mourns deeply, honoring the king despite years of betrayal and suffering. At last, the shepherd becomes king. The boy from Bethlehem now leads a nation under God's guiding hand. David captures Jerusalem, establishing a capital where faith, leadership, and destiny unite. David brings God's ark into Jerusalem, celebrating with humility and gratitude before the entire nation. Beyond battles and crowns, David pours his heart into songs, becoming the shepherd king who worships deeply. God promises David his kingdom will endure forever, shaping a legacy stretching far beyond one lifetime. Even great kings face mistakes and sorrow, yet David continually returns to God with humility and repentance. David prepares the next generation, teaching wisdom and faith to the son who will follow his throne. Though David cannot build the temple himself, he prepares everything so the house of God will rise magnificently. After a life of victories, failures, and faith, the shepherd king approaches his final earthly chapter. From shepherd fields to royal throne, David's story proves God often chooses the least expected to accomplish the greatest purposes. The boy with a sling became a king, remembered forever, reminding every generation that faith transforms ordinary lives into extraordinary destinies.